Hi there, today we're looking at House Flipper, or if you want the correct way of saying it, House Flipper. A game where you turn people's houses into flipping nightmares, and possibly even my own too. So if that sounds like fun, get yourself comfy cause we're in for a flipping. And here we are, our lovely shack. Let's give the area a quick assessment of what we have. Got some trash blocking the doorway. Got some weed. Is that a car? Yep, that's a car. And it looks like this car is the only one around the vicinity. Hey sir or ma'am, do you want to tell me why you have the car? Perfect, up the grape star, no response. You know, for someone as poverty-stricken as my character is, this is a surprisingly large piece of land. For now, let's just get rid of the trash and get in the house. Ah, beautiful. Exactly like my room. We got a chainsaw. Let's take a look at what we have in this room. We got a bed, a shelf, a working desk, I presume, a laptop, and I'm assuming this is our broken kitchen. Finally, place where we take a huge dump. First things first, let's move the bed. Let's move it elsewhere. Let's see, where shall we put this bed on? I know, the neighbor with the car. And this corner would do nicely. Now whenever we want to annoy our neighbor, just pop our head by jumping and yell at them. Hey mister, beautiful house you got there. And a car too. Do you want to tell me why there's no one here at all? Seriously, there's no one here at all. It's like I'm living at a ghost town or something. This neighborhood is creepy. Ah, I feel right at home already. They sound exactly like my real life neighbors too. Next thing we want to move is the laptop. You know, I've been thinking a lot. I'm contemplating whether I should put it in a toilet or out in the open nature on my vast plot of land. Just place it right up the corner. There we go. Blends in perfectly with nature. Like I can't even see it over here. And when I decide to use the laptop, my entire body just sink into the ground. Ah, nature's wonderful, you know. But before we look into the email to look at our job, let's see what else we have in the room. I think that really piqued my interest is a chainsaw here. Who's not excited to see a chainsaw in action? Welcome, Matt, huh? Gotta select it carefully so I don't accidentally clean the trash that I have lying on the ground. And just put it right here. And to add a little spice, let's put a chainsaw. Really adds to the welcoming feel here. While we're at it, why not just add all the dangerous tools here? Ta-da! Imagine being a guest of my place and walking up to this yard over here, greeted by a weird welcome mat, and you just see a plethora of tools laid up in front of you. Careful, don't trip or you might skewer your face with the chainsaw. The place still looks a little tidy. It's gonna need a complete makeover. Let's start with the desk. Right there. Kitchen cabinet. I know the use of the chair. Facing the corner of the shack. For times when I need to think of my actions. Might I also remind you that there's no leg space at all here. Except that one tiny area in front. With this cabinet facing away in an odd angle. And in a weird position as well. Finally, we have the kitchen sink right here. This looks a whole lot better already. Oh boy, I spent so much time making my house neat and tidy that I did not realize the time has passed and it's almost nighttime now. You know, maybe this place really is a ghost town. Starting to look real creepy here, like a proper horror game. Ah, the game has a head flashlight. Press F to turn on head flashlight. Oh my goodness, this really does look like a horror game now. Sadly, there's no option for you to sleep. Now that we're done messing around, let's take a look at what the mail job offer is. Mail? Sarah Louis. Ex-boyfriend stole the radiator from my house. Wow, was love coach under our job description? I'm a house flipper, dang nabbit. Since this is our first job, let's see what she has to say. Hello, I'd like to hire your company to put my house in order. My company. I have a company? I didn't know that. I would ask you not to inform the police about the whole matter. Oh, I see. Clickety click and boom. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new tool. From now on, you'll be able to clean dirty stuff using the mop. Wait, what happened to nighttime? What magical thing has transpired here? Wait a sec. Something tells me that I'm still on the same plot of land. The car, placement of everything, the lamp, whatever. Wow, her boyfriend did a great job trashing her house. A+ effort for pissing her girlfriend off. Or shall I say ex-girlfriend in this case. Sadly, the game wants us to complete this number of things. Otherwise our progress is gonna stay 0. No worries, I'm gonna do the bare minimum and leave the rest for Sarah to clean up. Let's start mopping. Alright, did what the game told me to do, which is clean up the dust. I'm doing it because that's how the game progresses. Somehow I'm allowed to move furniture in other people's room. Let's take this welcome mat, place it somewhere where it will camouflage real nicely around here. Oh boy, I can move these two. This is gonna be fun. Ta-da! Checkerboard. She's gonna love this. Let's move a bedroom someplace else. How about here? Completely blocking the entrance. Or exit for that matter. Let's not forget this beautiful mirror. I have a solid idea on how I want a mirror to be. So every time Sarah wakes up, she can look at her miserable self and reflect on her choices every single day. I would imagine her wardrobe to be the most important thing of all. So let's have the doors face the wall, and then we're gonna put a bunch of stuff around it. Make it as hard as possible for her to reach the wardrobe. And while we're at it, let's not forget to checkerboard these. Careful, Sarah, don't play with knives. Just gonna place these book areas around here, right where the electric cables are going into the house. Careful, Sarah. Ta-da! Beautiful. The more I look at this, the more it looks like a garage sale. Just to be a tidbit more annoying, we're gonna open all the windows. Let the entire house circulate with fresh air, you know? Remember, Sarah, be careful when you try to reach those books, or you might get a shocking experience. This job is not fully completed. Are you sure you want to complete it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. The house is still as dirty as ever, and all the furnitures are gone. Have fun, Sarah. We got more emails. Caroline here wants us to throw all the boxes, trash, and old tires. Don't forget to clean the window too. It's better not to touch the tools though. My husband doesn't like it when someone moves them and he can't find them afterwards. Oh, Caroline, you shouldn't have told us that. I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what she said. If it isn't the most boring looking house in the entire neighborhood. Carring, with the option to pick it up, sure can. But it slows down my character to a crawl. Hold up. Let's see if we can't jam this car into the house. Gotta move forward. Talk about neat house. This is really looking good. Looking good for me to trash, that is. Gotta put this car somewhere first. This bedroom ought to fit the car. For now, we're just gonna leave it in the backyard. Let's start with dismantling the entire bedroom. I see they have the mirror piece as well. Let's put this like so only one of you can reflect on yourself each day. Aw, this is such a cute room. I'm gonna assume this is their kids' room, as the game says, children's room. But that still doesn't exclude them from trashing. Okay, so I went ahead and transferred all of their bedroom items out into the backyard. Oh boy, what's that? And where did the car go? You guessed it. It's now right in their bedroom. Or was their bedroom. It's now the garage car showroom. And now, to make everything as messy as possible, before we move on to actually doing the job that we're hired to do, which is cleaning up the garage. I think I might have overkilled a little bit on the house, but the results are astounding. Over at this corner, as usual, we have the bedroom for the cute couple. If we look over to the right, we can see a refrigerator there. Next to the refrigerator is a small axe. You'll see why we have a small axe there. Oh look, what's in the distance? It's a sink and 2 kitchen counters. I've decided to move them outside just to make their life a tidbit more difficult. And finally, the grand entrance into the house, through the back door. Don't bother entering through the front door, I've barricaded it. Oh, and before we enter, you might want to brace your eyes for this. Might get a little bit too bright for you. Go on, lower your brightness, I'll give you time. Surprise! Ever felt like you needed to be more bright? This is the area for you. I call this the bright zone. A happy family can sit on the couch and stare at lights the whole day. Surely this light isn't blinding, right? Even the kids get to enjoy this. Why does it look like that thing is hiding something? Let's take a look, shall we? Behold, a truckload of trash in here. Books, plates, coffee maker, toys, boxes, and many more. I found out a way to place objects on top of each other. By placing them first on top of this shelf, then you take it off and place it somewhere else, and it'll just work like magic. A plant here just to decorate the whole area, give it that nice feel. Good luck reaching those utensils. Let's take a look behind it and see what's more to come. Starting with the kids' room. As usual, I made a huge mess out of it. I found a bunch of toys on the table and I scattered it all over the place. One of them, however, blends in really well with nature. I'll show you later. After the kids' room, you have the toilet. Sadly for the toilets, I can't really move anything. Washing machine, the sink area, toilet bowl. But no worries, I made it harder for them to reach their towels and toilet papers. Made it just a tidbit more annoying to use them, as well as the mirror. Now you can blankly stare into the wall while you brush your teeth. After that, we have a kid's bed right in the middle of the hall. hallway, just to make it a little bit more comfortable to sleep on. I placed a rubbish bin on top of it. Remember kids, don't play with knives. And this is the place where the car is, and behind it is a beautiful TV that says, right on time! Right on time to make a joke out of this house, that is. Finally, we have the dining area. Don't worry, Mr. Bunny here is not gonna kill you. Mr. Bunny here will be the host for every meal that the family takes here. Ain't that nice? And finally, the garage. It still looks as messy, but it doesn't matter, as long as we complete the bare minimum that is required, just to piss off any non-existent NPCs in this game. Oh, but there's more! Wanna take a look? Ta-da! More checkerboards! I'm sure Miss Caroline will appreciate this. Wanna cook outside and let everyone know how terrible your cooking is? Now you can. Let the whole neighborhood smell your burning food. Remember that time when Miss Caroline told us not to move her husband's tools? Well, I've gone ahead and do just exactly opposite of that. But out of kindness, I've left a crowbar here. The rest of the tool, they're gonna have to find themselves. Don't worry though, some of them are not too difficult. Like this bucket of bolts and nuts here, just right outside. Easy and simple to find. Got one here, a few of them in the grass area of the checkerboards. Remember the small axe at the refrigerator? That's one of the tools too. See this green thing there? That's one of the toy piece from the kids room. Ah crap, now that I think about it, this is too easy to find. Sadly though, the game doesn't allow me to highlight this block of toy anymore, so I guess we'll just have to stick with that. And that about summarizes the entirety of Miss Caroline and her family's home, if you can call it home. Why color me impressed? Sadly, the game doesn't show the other interior parts of the house. At least the front yard is displayed proudly. So I think we get the gist of the game now. Right all the way to the corner of your yard where you place your laptop. Sit nice and well with nature. Go to your email. Take a job. Accept the job. Do all the jobs completely and you get paid even more. But in our case, we want to do the bare minimum and possibly get only 1 star on online reviews. That's fine. A lot of people still hire us anyways. Complete the job. Rinse and repeat. Well, I'm not gonna complain why they have guns in this peaceful game. I don't even see any NPCs at all. I forgot to mention that we got perks when you complete certain jobs in the game. For example, in this cleaning area, if you use your mop for a certain number of times, you'll increase your experience for the next perk. Same goes with every other perks that you can upgrade here, like handyman, painting. The one that really caught my eye is demolition. I'm assuming this is where you use your sledgehammer and break open walls. Right now, this is the only thing that excites me, but I don't have the tool required to break stuff. I'm also under the assumption that in order to get more tools, you want to complete more jobs. So I'm gonna complete a few more jobs and hopefully we get to see demolition in action. This might take a while, so sit back. So I got every single tool in this game available. We got the garden hose, paint roll, a cellometer that tracks the price of an item, and magically warps an item into another dimension, and also adds cash to your total balance. You got a typical axe as well, a lawnmower. Although I gotta say, this lawnmower is larger than any lawnmowers that I've ever seen in my entire life. Then we got a brush cutter for more precise grass cutting ability. We also have the sledgehammer, tiling tool that's used for the walls. Boring stuff really. And lastly, we have the magical thing here called flamethrower. Crap, a skill point for destroying my own house. How wondrous. This thing is a little bit too powerful. You can use it to pretty much burn almost anything in this game. Now that it's nice and empty, I got an explosive idea. You'll see what I mean. I also found something interesting. Hop into your laptop, you go to the mail, and you click archive. Here you can see the list of completed jobs. These are the jobs that I've done previously. So if you're ever in need of a quick buck, you can come to this area and repeat any jobs over and over again. And there's one place I want to show you guys that gives a lot of money and some interesting cool items. As soon as you pop in, your progress bar is already filled around 40%. I'm not sure if this is intended or is this a bug. Go to the front here and you see a flamethrower. Take the flamethrower, fill it up with gas, and you can start burning stuff. The flamethrower is a rather interesting tool. Tanks go boom! And voila! Complete the job and you get easy income. If only it was this easy in real life too. Ooh, what's the suspicious thing I'm doing? Brace yourself for some fireworks in front of your face. Oh yeah, I can see where this is going. Wanna see something majestic? A few of these make a really nice explosion. So let's try filling them up to the brim and see what happens. Ta-da! Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fill up the entirety of the shack due to the limitations of how items are placed in this game. Oh, and just so you think we're done with this, we got more. I spent a little bit more time mowing down the lawn just for this. A special once-in-a-lifetime occasion, you know? I didn't have the money to fill the entire lawn, but I'm pretty sure this suffices just as nicely. And now for the exciting moment. The explosions are so intense that the sound doesn't even register anymore. I feel like I just witnessed the nuke explode right in front of me. There goes all the hard work. Well, I guess that's all there is to this video. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!